It's my pleasure to welcome Keith Urban to our ACM preview. How are you?
I'm great, Lon.
Good,
Thank
good.
you.
Nicole and the baby?
Very well.
Good. That's great. I imagine you guys are pretty excited about it now.
We are very grateful
Good,
too.
good. Hey, of course, we're here to talk about the Academy of Country Music Awards show that's coming up, and you've won 4 ACM trophies along the way. The first coming back in 2000 as the top new male vocalist. I'm just wondering, that was your first major award. Just wondering now how you look back on that night. Do you remember it at all?
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, because you know, and I think every artist has this story where they just, to hear your name in amongst all the nominees, it sounds bizarre, sounds surreal. It's kind of, I always think of it like, you know, some of those theme parks have that thing where you can put your face on a Time magazine, you can superimpose it. That's right. It seems like someone superimposed your name in amongst everybody else's.
Yeah.
You know?
Do major awards like that, I mean, can you feel, are they life-changing? Did you feel the difference after that?
Yeah, I think every one of those feels incrementally different, and yeah, I don't know if it's that way for everybody, but for me it definitely felt that way.
Wondering too, just after years, I mean, from the years in the ranch to the years solo, all of a sudden you get this major award from a major organization like the Academy of Country Music that's voted on by your peers. Just kind of, I mean, how special is that, and what really does it mean?
And well, that's right. I mean, for me, it was just that feeling of maybe I can do this for a little bit longer. You know,
you get the feeling of acceptance, just that, hey, I am part of this big family. I have kind of somehow gotten to be part of this.
It was that way for me, particularly not being from here and wanting to you know, be a part of it. And Nashville had sort of started to make me feel welcome after being here maybe 5 years until that happened, really.
Right.
And so that you know, to receive that award was pretty a humbling experience.
And you also won the Album of the Year award from the Academy of Country Music back in 2005 for Be Here. As I talk to artists through the course of time, the Album of the Year always seems to be, if you will, especially special. It's about that body of work as opposed to the performance or the entertainment, but was it that way for you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that particularly the way I love making albums. I don't just want to make a bunch of singles. I want to make an album that can be listened to, you know, with its ups and downs and ebbs and flows. And so, and again, I think any artist holds that particular award really high.
Where do you keep your awards, by the way? Do you have in your house, do you have a little...
Yeah, the male vocal we have at the house, and then my parents have a lot of them too.
That's great. That's great. Also, I mentioned you nominated this year for the Entertainer of the Year award. You were nominated for the ACM's top honor back in 2004 and 2005. What goes through an artist's mind when you find out you're nominated for that top honor?
Gosh, I don't know.
It just seems like that's a new stratus or a new level, if you will. These are all levels, I guess. You know, you've got the when you win the top new male, and then the first time you're nominated for a male, and then the first time you win it. But then that's a pretty select group, the 5 who are Entertainer of the Year.
Yeah, and I certainly felt it. I mean, I felt that sense of it's a strange feeling because it's a huge amount of gratitude, but it's also a little bit of disbelief for me. You know.
You don't get in that I'm not worthy category, do you?
Well, I think you know, I like all those artists in those categories. I work very hard to try and put on the best show I can. So certainly being in a category of entertainer, it's something that I'm very grateful for. You know, I think any of those artists, that's what they're sort of vying for anyway.